Hello YouTube, it's your boy B3, back with another kicking graphic novel review. Today we are reviewing Mother Panic, Gotham AD from 2018. This is the Mother Panic book that takes place after the Young Animal crossover Milk Wars. I have not reviewed Milk Wars yet. I have read it, but I wanted to wait to review it until after I've reviewed some other Young Animal stuff. I've reviewed all the Doom Patrol leading up to it, and I think I've reviewed all the Mother Panic leading up to it as well. Did I review Mother Panic Volume 2? I think so. But I want to review some Cave Carson and Shade the Changeling Girl before I actually really jump into Milk Wars. That being said, I wanted to do some more Young Animal, and this is the one I landed on. Mother Panic, Gotham AD. And I feel like the corporate suits at DC Comics did Mother Panic a horrible fucking disservice by taking her out of the main continuity. Because there was this thing they were building with Mother Panic. It feels like her story was never completed. And it was my favorite Young Animal, at least that I've read so far. I loved Mother Panic. God, I loved her. And it felt like this book was just a way to throw her away. It was the best book nobody was reading. There were a lot of great books that nobody's read. Flex Mentallo, Man of Muscle Mystery by Grant Morrison. Gwenpool. Back when that was running, I was reading every issue of that every month. And Mother Panic is another one that was magnificent, and people just weren't reading it. Anyway, let me give you a read-up of the back of the book here. Different Bat Time, very different Bat Channel. The cybernetically enhanced vigilante known as Mother Panic has been transported forward in time. But the near-future Gotham in which she finds herself has changed beyond all recognition. In this new reality, Batman disappeared years ago. Madame Gala and her sinister collective now rule the city, creating masked heroes and villains as living art projects under the collective's high-tech tyranny. Unsanctioned costume crusaders face a lethal zero-tolerance policy which poses a problem for Mother Panic, as well as her kid sidekick, Fennec Fox, who is very funny and really like a satire of sidekicks. Fennec Fox is actually very interesting, to be completely honest. Not to mention all the Jokers and Robins who are warring for Gotham's soul. To rescue her mother and defeat the brutal collective, Violet Page will have to navigate a city whose streets and power players are now a warped reflection of the ones she knows so well. But can Mother Panic master this fallen world's twisted topology quickly enough to redeem Gotham City's future? Find out in Mother Panic, Gotham AD, a shocking new chapter in the ongoing chronicles of Gotham's White Witch. From acclaimed talents, Jody Hauser from Stranger Things comics fame, and Ibrahim Mustafa from Dr. Fate, and DC's Young Animal mastermind, Gerard Way, collects issues 1 through 6. Now, I'm always glad to get more Mother Panic. I think she has such a cool, interesting kind of white punkish costume. But she's thrown into this alternate dimension, which is also the near future. It's both. Because when she returns from Milk Wars, she doesn't return to the main continuity. Which is bullshit, because it immediately is like, okay, so all the characters that she had relationships with are just gone, except for Fennec Fox, because Fennec Fox tagged along. But like, I don't know. It's just hard. It feels like such a fuck you. Like, why did you do this? Why did you do this? It feels so wrong. It just feels so wrong and disrespectful. Like DC was like, We want to get rid of Mother Panic, but just whatever. Just give her like this mini series so that she has a place to live. We don't want to publish her anymore. She doesn't make money or whatever. It just, I don't know. I just wish she would have stayed in main continuity. I don't want her to be part of the Bat family or anything. If anything, the Bat family's too big. If anything, it needs to be downsized. But I liked the family she was building. She had her mother, and her mom had like dementia, but it was like also giving her this weird omnipotence and future sight. That was very strange. And then she had like a friend that was a former supervillain, and then there was like her doctor and nurse, and there are all these great queer characters too. It was a super queer book. If you haven't read volumes 1 and 2 of Mother Panic, I highly recommend it. Young Animal is such an amazing imprint. Definitely read Mother Panic. Definitely read Doom Patrol. But Mother Panic, since she was a new character, you don't have to know any like history to understand her book. You know, because Doom Patrol, those first 2 volumes, there's a lot of history behind it of the Doom Patrol. But for Mother Panic, new character. So everybody's going in fresh. Anyway, in this new dimension, there is a Joker who reaped some serious havoc after Batman went missing. But now he's like retired, because since there's no Batman to play with anymore, he's just like, I don't give a shit. I'm just a homeless guy now. I'm just hanging out on the docks. This is nothing. But this alternate dimension version of her mom is stuck in Arkham, but you care about all these alternate dimension characters so much less than the ones that we've already built relationships with. Yeah, they're technically the same people, but they're also not at all the same people. So you just don't care as much. And you could have learned to care, I guess, if the story continued. But it didn't. This was the last Mother Panic thing we really got. And yeah, Catwoman and Poison Ivy are there and whatnot. And also, like, Jason Todd is around, which is fine. I mean, who doesn't love Jason Todd? He makes a great anti-villain. He makes a great anti-hero. He didn't make the best hero, but he's always great to see as an anti-villain or anti-hero. He's always consistently interesting as one of those. But I mean, people didn't like him as a hero, and I know that because they literally voted for him to die. Anyway, she of course does end up rescuing her mother, and then these Robins are kind of led by Jason Todd. And there is some stuff with Joker as well. There's a lot going on. And I don't want to over-explain it or anything, because I do want you guys to experience it. I want you to experience Mother Panic so very badly. And I am enjoying Fennec Fox. She brings a little humor to the book, but once again, she also is kind of a weird, dark satire of sidekicks. And Mother Panic doesn't want a sidekick. She's like, look, I was super traumatized as a kid, and I'm not going to lead you into that same trauma. But if you read Milk Wars, you know that she's kind of been traumatized a lot already. This is a girl that kept ending up in the middle of vigilante antics just by like coincidence. That Mother Panic kept having to save. So she's a very reluctant guardian to Fennec Fox. But God, I love Fennec Fox so much. Really, Fennec is kind of the best part of this book in a way. Because like she's the one character from the previous timeline who stuck around other than Mother Panic herself. And I really Really do love it. I really do. I think she has a very funny relationship with Mother Panic that's also dark and kind of fucked up. But Mother Panic almost needs her more than she needs Panic. And then, let me tell you about Jason Todd's bat suit. Jason Todd has the coolest fucking Red Hood bat suit in this. Holy shit, it's awesome. He's got these really cool gauntlets with like red knuckles and a big red bat symbol and a red lining inside the cape. I love it when Batman's cape has a different color lining in it. Like the Rebirth Batman outfit that appears technically at the end of the New 52 and then is carried into Rebirth that has like the purple lining in it. That's one of my favorite bat suits of all time. And when I say favorite bat suits of all time, I do mean like the standard base level bat suits, like the kind he goes out in every night. It's one of my all-time favorites. It's right there with the Hush bat suit for me. Maybe even in front of it a little bit. But I love that cape lining. And then he also has his Red Hood helmet, but it has two little bat ears on it. I think about this bat suit more than I'd like to admit. Honestly. Like, Jason Todd always gets the coolest bat suits. I don't know if any of you read Battle for the Cowl. The Battle for the Cowl Jason Todd Batman has one of the raddest bat suits of all time. And then this bat suit is so cool. God, I wish there was a figure of it. Because it's awesome. Read the book so you can check it out. But Mother Panic has this great fight with Jason Todd, and there's this kind of debate going on the whole time also, where it's almost like a big therapy session. And also, Mother Panic's mom is a very cool character. And then Jason ends up having like an emotional breakthrough, and they make like a little family, which is odd, but like I'm happy for him, I guess. You know what I mean? Like I'm happy for him. So it's like Mother Panic and Fennec Fox and her mom and Jason Todd and them all making this little family unit, along with like Ratcatcher and her doctors and stuff. It's nice. But God, I wish the story could have continued so that we could get to know these new versions of these characters, which don't seem to be very different from the old versions, but by definition have to be. Anyway, that's it for Mother Panic and Gotham AD from 2018. And there are other post-Milk Wars books of characters, which hopefully are better than this. There is a post-Milk Wars Doom Patrol, which I'll be doing hopefully pretty soon. You know, I think it's called Doom Patrol: Weight of the World. And then at post-Milk Wars, you also get Cave Carson has an interstellar eye, and Shade the Changeling Woman, and then Infinity Girl? Is that what it was called that came out of that? I have that book somewhere. I have a couple other Young Animal books that I have, but just haven't really gotten around to reading. There's a lot. I do have that post-Milk Wars Doom Patrol, and I have Milk Wars, so those will all be getting read. Collapser, that's the other one I'm thinking of. I also have Collapser and Infinity Girl, which I need to get to, but I don't want to do Infinity Girl until after Milk Wars. But it looks pretty insane. I haven't actually read it yet. Eternity Girl, that's what it's called. Here it is, I just found it. Eternity Girl, that's what it's called. It looks really good. But that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, etc. definitely check out my other Mother Panic reviews and read Mother Panic for yourself. You will not regret it. So that is it. Thank you all once again. I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.